So let's start with one of yours. I'm curious to hear what's a current event in e-commerce that's important to you right now, and tell me about it.
So I would say, have you heard about the upcoming iOS 17 change?
No.
Okay, so
there's another. God, these guys are prolific.
So they do it, of course, in the name of privacy.
Yes.
The press release that Apple put out in June talked about it a little bit. And they position everything as like, this is the best for you. We're protecting you as our user.
Yeah.
They show examples.
Yeah, that's why I buy the iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. They show examples of like when an app tries to get access to your photos, it'll now tell you how many photos you're sharing. So it'll show you like, oh, you're about to share 47,000 photos, even though it doesn't really mean you're sharing them. It's just like opening.
They have access to it. Yeah.
So anyways, there is a thing called LTP, link tracking protection. Any idea what this is?
Yes. I think this is going to screw Facebook again.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. Or is it just like, it eliminates UTM parameters? Is that what it does?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So that's exactly what it does.
Yeah, that's deadly. Are they crazy?
It's mainly in mail, messages, and Safari. So if you click links in Safari, which I think this is going to completely fuck affiliates. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
That was my first thought, is affiliates can be completely screwed here, especially affiliates that send via email. You imagine sending an offer to a supplement or a skincare product to 100,000 people.
The guy clicks the link and the UTM parameters from the link gone. Okay.
So that's basically the update, is that they're getting rid of that.
Aren't they keeping like one UTM parameter? Aren't they letting you stay long?
I didn't see that. Okay, that's what I thought as well. Yeah. I couldn't find that. That might be true.
Okay.
Some people have done some early testing and found that when people, so again, it's mainly mail and iMessage. When links were sent, a Facebook link, Google Ad link, and a HubSpot tracking link were sent, they were removed. However, the parameters were not removed in the beta version of iOS 17 for a Klaviyo link, a TikTok click ID link, and a MailChimp link. So it could just be that it's the beta and like the final version will be out, which is my guess. But I started to think, okay, how do you fix this? And I think...
So I'm sorry, before we talk about how to fix it, yes, this messes up affiliates. This messes up us when it comes to emails, because we're like,
definitely SMS gone.
Yeah, SMS, you're like, okay, I can't understand tracking because the UTM parameters are gone. Email, I can't understand how many transactions this got because UTM parameters are gone. And I imagine that's how Klaviyo does its own data. Mm-hmm. Look, are there any cookies involved when you click a link in an email and get to your site? Like, is there any cookie that like can save people here, or is that also eliminated?
I think technically you could click a link. It goes to a blank page that fires your pixel and then immediately redirects to whatever the other link is. So I think that's one way to fix it. But I think redirects is basically the way to fix it. So for example, when you send a text, it would be, Haven Athletics /SMS Saturday 1. And when that gets clicked, there's no parameters at the end of that. But in Safari, then it'll redirect
and
itself.
Add the parameters.
Although I wonder if in Safari, if that would still cut it, because it's like technically a redirect.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
That is, it's crazy how little information there is until the stuff comes out. Like, I'm surprised Shopify doesn't announce, here's the update, or Facebook or Klaviyo. Here are the updates that you need to worry about for iOS 17.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit surprising.
One way this could actually work is if there is a plugin or a tool in Shopify that helped you duplicate product pages or any page you're trying to send traffic to, you could isolate traffic and conversions
to every single
as a last
page.
Click way.
So
you wouldn't get like the overall halo from it. Like you wouldn't get the unattributed non-last click tracking.
So basically you have 40 UTM parameters across your 40 Facebook ads. And so you have to have 40 PDPs. So everyone knows, like each ad goes to a separate PDP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which in theory works, but that also causes sites to just break so fast.
Well, yeah, because also if you're updating a product, now you have to update 40 PDPs.
Everywhere.
But if there was like a parent PDP that Shopify created, that you could break it into 40 children PDPs and make changes there.
That could work.
That's interesting. I thought that there was like one UTM parameter would be alive.
But that's what I thought. That's what I thought I read that a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find that again, and I couldn't find it. So I don't know if they changed that or...
UTM parameters are really dangerous because, like, I can run a Facebook ad and I can see you clicked this Facebook ad. You know, I know exactly who you are, what you did, like, you know, what gets you excited. And so I understand where Apple's coming from this more than I understand from Facebook, like iOS 14.5.
Mm-hmm.
But it does seem like they're making e-commerce harder and harder at every turn that they can.
Yeah.
And I wonder how Klaviyo gets around this, because Klaviyo is not like, you can't have, well, I guess you could have one PDP for a Klaviyo email, but every flow would have a separate PDP then? Like every flow email would be, again, think about if you've got like a big store and you've got like, you know, 20 product, or like, you know, not even 20 products, 100 products. If you're
2,000
apparel company, right? You now have to, I guess you'd have, like, every flow would have different SKUs and you'd have to have different PDPs. Like, I mean, it would get so unwieldy so fast.
Yeah, I think it'll bring back two things. Well, not bring back, it'll get two things going. One is the use of coupon codes. I think any brands that think they're not discount brands are going to have to start using it for attribution.
God,
and I think
that's terrible.
Yeah.